I haven't.
My insurance company hooked me up with a new infusion kit, like full-on kit. Not even something that can go in this bag, but in a full-on kit. There's the Chuck's pads with it, the gloves, wipes, and the actual infusion kit's in there. Everything's in its own separate little thing. We decided to put it on top of my infusion bag in my room. This is just one of those gifts. Oh.
I tried to change.
Jesus. From our brother's gift that he gave us, my husband managed to pull this card. Out of this pack, Mega Evolution. So we just move the other cards to make space for that one. Be rearranged to make this secret rare go within its plan. We now moved all of the cards, so these are taking the place of Gita. Literally just moved them up one. Gita's right there. Goes right next to N's plan. Goes right next to Nessa. Goes right next to the R-Zone, and then it goes here where all my other golds go. This is the box that we were talking about, the League Battle Deck that Jennifer gave us. It's a Salarex VMAX box. Open the box, 3 V's, the same one. Then of the VMAXs, we have 2 because we gave Donnie one. I don't know if I'm coming to y'all from my sick layer. In case if y'all don't know, we haven't really updated y'all in a minute, but our family has been plagued with the flu. It's been shooting us down like wildfires, and before this clip, you see that we're at an event. We're at an event where we're setting up everything. We're at an event where we're at the party with everyone there. With everyone casually chilling there. Right? Great old party. We had a blast at it, and I went through my infusion just fine. Went through Christmas, went through everything just fine, and I thought I was really lucky for escaping every single plague that's been in this household of colds and everything. I think I'm getting sick. What I'm trying to say is I'm very positive that this isn't a false alarm. So I woke up this morning like having a mild sore throat. But what I want to preface is the night before when Matthew tried to lay me down, I had a bunch of phlegm. Yeah. He laid me down and all I heard, there was so much phlegm, and that was abnormal. Like, I get it, I'm a pretty phlegmy person naturally, where I have a lot of phlegm. But that was different. But yeah, it was like more deep-rooted phlegm. And at first I didn't really think anything of it. I'm like, oh yeah, like, you know, must have changed positions and the phlegm has moved, so now I just gotta cough it out. You know, normal. I drank a Gatorade and it hasn't gone away, and it was like 10 a.m. and I woke up around 8, so it was like 2 hours, and I'm like, that's weird. Normally all my phlegm issues would go away by the 2-hour mark, like stretching and ROM and moving, so that's the workouts that help. I did that workout and I felt even worse. I started getting a headache right in the front and back of my head, and my back has been raging in nerve pain and muscle pain ever since 11 a.m. this morning. Every single time I breathe in or I do anything, this whole area of my chest begins to hurt, like a deep-rooted. She felt my forehead and felt I was more warmer than normal. Not fever warm, just a lot warmer than I typically am. It's 1:37 p.m. and now when I laugh or do anything more serious, more phlegm starts to escape. And we done a cough test that this is a strong cough that me and Donnie like to kind of do if we're having extra phlegm. Either back up our chair and we breathe in and we expel all the air, and mine has a lot of phlegm. Donnie's is dry. Do it, Donnie. But now I have a bunch of phlegm when I do that type of cough.
I don't like this. She heard mine. If that ain't no, yeah, that's not normal. Okay. Wait, don't stop doing that. Ew, stop doing that.
We're highly positive it's the flu. So it is positive I have the flu. I'm pretty positive about it. I don't think it's a fluke. I don't think it's anything to be messed with. But yeah, I believe I do have the flu. So take you along for my sickness journey. Again, bye. Donnie just read me something, and it says this flu feels like the new COVID.
Common symptoms: fever, feeling fever/chills, cough, can be bad and phlegmy. You fucking have that. You have it.
Really?
Yeah, you caught the flu. Like a really bad version of it.
The only flu I had to caught after 10 years.
But you now have this nasty infection.
It is day 1 of the flu, and last night, I guess, went mid. So last night I had plenty of coughing fits, and I was so sore that my husband could hardly turn me without me groaning in pain, and I just basically have been having coughing fits. It's kind of like the update I gave y'all right before I went to bed. Like, I felt nauseous a few times. I've had a persistent headache that has not went away since 4 p.m. yesterday. That headache is still going. And right now we have a regimen of me being on breathing treatment every 4 hours. So my first breathing treatment after I woke up is planned to be at 12:30 today, and then the treatment will end at 1 p.m. and then my next one will be at 5 or 4:30, depending on how we want to do it. Each treatment lasts 30 minutes, so to at least hopefully break up some of the phlegm. There's a bunch of phlegm in my chest and in my nose and everything, clearly. And even though it sounds like I have a cold, I do not. This is way different than any cold I've ever had. My whole body's sore. And, it's fun. I apparently have a severe flu that is a really bad variant that they've seen in many years, and the only time I ever have to get the flu is the flu that feels like coronavirus. It's just so funny to me how I said, yeah, my 8th infusion was the best one I've ever had without any consequences, and apparently, like 2 to 3 days after my infusion, I get the flu that feels like coronavirus. So that is the worst outcome possible, and that is my primary update. We haven't started the breathing treatment just yet, but I'm on my first respiratory treatment. It is like 12:40. It'll be like 1:10, I think, when I end. It's gonna last 30 minutes. I'm all done with all my treatment, and it is 1:10. I'm on my second breathing treatment. After I finish this, it'll be an hour total of breathing treatments. Right, we're on another breathing treatment, but I'm gonna try to sleep through this breathing treatment at least.
Alright, she's done with her breathing treatment. It is about 10:12 p.m. at night, and she's just kind of napping right now, and I'll get her transferred out and everything.
Well, we are starting my 4th breathing treatment. This mask is being dumb, so we have to improvise with a neck pillow. Alright, all done with my 4th breathing treatment. We're starting my 4th breathing treatment, I think. Alrighty, it is my 6th breathing treatment. I'm completely done with my treatments for tonight. I believe it is my 7th breathing treatment. Alrighty, everyone, I'm done with my treatment. I think this is my 8th breathing treatment. Alrighty, we all done. This is my 9th breathing treatment. Alright, it is 10 o'clock and I'm fully done with my treatment. I'm on my 10th breathing treatment so far during this sickness. Alright, I'm all done with my breathing treatment. We're on the 11th breathing treatment so far. We're all done with my breathing treatment. Starting my final breathing treatment of the day.